Welcome to my Counting 1120 discussion on long-term debt. Let me tell you what it looks like outside on this day. It rained during the night. It turned to ice. There's ice everywhere, like an inch. And now it's snowing like crazy on top of it. So I think I'm going to spend the day with you in my office and next to the fireplace, which is roaring, and my dog. I'm not going out. So cold. I took a picture. Maybe I'll send it to you. And if this is a summer class, you can laugh. Well, enough of that. Let's get on to our goal. Our goal in this set of pink casts, I believe there'll be 2, is to learn how to account for long-term notes payable. I guess I should put long-term in there. It's not short-term notes payable. And my approach is always to analyze first. And the way that you analyze first is to make an amortization schedule. Can you say that word? Amortization. It's not trization. It's tization. I don't know where everybody gets that extra R. We're going to learn how to make an amortization schedule. And that's the way that we analyze notes payable. And then we're going to journalize the transactions based on that schedule. So, away we go. There are 2 kinds of ways that you can amortize long-term notes payable, and we're going to learn both of those. Of course we are. The first way is to have a loan that has equal principal payments. And equal principal payments loans aren't really all that common, but we'll cover them. And then the second way we're going to look at it is loans that don't have equal principal payments, but they have equal total payments. These are the most popular because people like the payment to not vary, but to be one constant amount. They can budget on that. Let me explain that a little bit. When you make a loan payment, and you all know this if you've ever had a loan, and you probably know it just from general life experiences, part of the loan payment goes to principal. So it would go against the notes payable, and that's the principal portion. And part of a loan payment goes to interest expense, and that's the interest on the balance of the loan. And then you write a check for cash, which is the sum of the 2. If you're going to have equal payments, or let's start with the first one, equal principal payments, you're going to hold notes payable, the principal portion, constant. It's going to be one amount and it's not going to vary. Interest expense always varies because it's based on the balance of the loan. And then the cash payment's going to vary. 2 of the 3 variables are always going to vary. So if you're holding this constant and this varies, the cash payment's going to vary. If you have an equal payment loan, which is what most of us like because we can budget around it, your principal payment that goes against your notes balance will vary, and your interest expense always varies because the loan balance varies, but your cash payment will be held constant. And we like that because we can budget around it. So 2 of the 3 variables are again varying, and the third one's being constant. Loans can be 1 or 2, can be either one of these. So I'm going to give an example today of each one. So we're going to do an example of both. And I think I'll do them on separate pin casts to keep them short. I'm going to make the loans be of a short duration, 3 years, because I want you to see them amortized down to 0 and make all the associated journal entries. I'm going to use annual payments instead of monthly, because if I did 3 years of monthly payments, I'd have 36 lines on my amortization schedule. That's a boo hiss. And I'm only going to give you the payment amount. I am not going to calculate that with you. That goes beyond the scope of this book. And here's the loan we're going to use. Here's a timeline. There are 3 years on our timeline. Year 1, Year 2, and Year 3. And we're going to borrow $45,000 the beginning of 12/31/13. Then we're going to make a payment at the end of the first year, a payment at the end of the second year, and a payment at the end of the third year, which will take the loan balance down to 0. So the loan is going to decrease in balance the whole time. And we're going to watch what happens to the notes payable account. And it will start with 45, and you'll watch it amortize down to 0. So that's our goal. It's going to be a $45,000 loan. It's going to be a 10% loan. It's going to be 3 years. 10% is high, but I picked that because it's easy to see where I'm getting the interest from. So that's going to be our goal today. And that's enough of this pin cast. Our idea is to learn how to account for notes payable by doing amortization schedules, which is analyzing and then journalizing the resulting entries. We're going to do different kinds. One where the loan payment varies, and the loan payment principal is constant, and one where the notes payable cash is constant. These can apply to notes payable or mortgages payable. The very most common one is the equal payment, because that's how society likes it. Thanks for joining me for this short pincast. The next one will be on amortizing loans where we hold the principal payment constant. Talk to you soon. Stay warm.